back, people. Welcome back to another video. Today you might notice that we're on a new camera, shooting on a Canon EOS R. This is like the fourth camera I've used to make YouTube videos so far, and I don't even have that many, so that's cool. But yeah, we have a totally new setup. Have some lighting because I'm dark as fuck, so hopefully the lighting helps y'all actually see me and my boy Black Panther, because you know we both dark skinned. But yeah, we got a whole new equipment. We're gonna see how audio is after this. Might get a new mic soon and see if that works better. But yeah, welcome back. Been gone for 2 weeks. Just been busy, real busy. Like, I started my internship, and that's full-time work, and that's a lot of work right there. That just takes up so much time. Even on the weekends, I still be working, and I really don't have time to watch as much anime as I have been. But today we back. We're gonna be talking about Food Wars. Yeah, I ran into Food Wars the first season on Netflix. I think it was released 2015, and yeah, this is an interesting anime. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But yeah, just finished Food Wars. It was a pretty long season. I think. Let me check how many episodes. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, so it was 24 episodes long. Has pretty short episodes, about like 20 minutes each to watch. So it's really easy to binge if you had the time. So that's cool. But yeah, I did not know this was TV mature. It's rated TV mature, which was pretty obvious by the first episode, because they have, oh man, anime is weird. Anime is weird. I don't want to spoil anything right now, but I'll mention what was going on in a few. But yeah, so Food Wars is basically following the main character named Soma Yukihara, and he's the son of, I was about to say he's the son of a dad, but yeah, that don't make sense. But he's the son of a chef, and a really good chef. And later on we find, he really doesn't know much about his dad, but later on we find more about his dad. And it's not really surprising, but it's surprising to him. He was totally clueless about anything his dad did before he started working in the kitchen. I'm confused why. Everybody's confused why he didn't know anything about his dad. But yeah, his dad is a really famous chef, and he's been having Soma in the kitchen since he was a little kid, cooking it up for their little restaurant. So his dad sends him to this really well-known accredited cooking school called Totuski. And this is where many middle schoolers and high schoolers go to basically become world-renowned chefs. They go to that school and then go to somewhere else in the world and become really famous chefs. And so his dad basically sends him here to test his son's ability so that Soma can grow and become a better chef. So far this sounds like a really good plot. It's really different. Like, the sense of fighting in this anime, where they have hands, is actually their hands in the kitchen. They have these things called Food Wars, where they battle each other to see who's the better chef and who could be the most creative and create the better tasting meal. And so, let me just go ahead and give the rating. So the plot, I really enjoy the plot of the anime. Somehow it's still keeping you really active, even though it's just talking about food, and so that's really dope. And so I'll rate the plot like 5 out of 5. It's different for me. I've never seen anything like that, and it still keeps you entertained. Like, the way they explain each recipe and their thought process, it makes you feel like you can go recreate that in the kitchen, even though I know I can't. Like, I can cook, but they bring it in science, and yeah, I'm good on that. Hands, like I said, hands is like basically their cooking skills in the kitchen when they have food battles, and so yo, those food battles be hitting. And so I'm gonna rate hands 5 out of 5 as well. Yeah, because they have some really good hands. And then the animation style. The animation style is cool. It's good, but not anything like magical. And then it gets a little bit weird once. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So the animation style is like a 3.5 or 4 out of 5, and it's good animation. It's a job done. It shows a lot of the imagination that the chefs are going through, or the sensations of the people trying their food as well. And it shows a lot of that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's talk about some details of this show. So first thing I want to say is to keep this like under 10 minutes, there's like 20 minor characters that show up in every episode. And so I'm only going to try to like mention about less like 10 people, because if I try to mention everybody, this video will be 30 minutes long. Even though there's something unique and interesting about each minor character, it's just too many to even think about. And we're talking about like protagonists and antagonists as well. There's just too many people in this anime to keep up with sometimes. Like honestly, I wouldn't even know their name. I will have to add their names in post. But yeah, so we're gonna keep this pretty confined to a tight circle. But first thing I wanted to talk about is the weirdness, the unnecessary sexuality of this anime, because every single episode somebody was nude, like multiple people, because when they try a food and it tastes good, then their clothes explode off. They start having orgasms, both men and women, and it's very unnecessary. I feel like, why couldn't they just have a exaggerated response like, "Oh wow, this is great"? But no, they had to. Oh god, they had to do all that just to show how good the food. And then plus, I'm going to remind you that some of these people are high schoolers. So they're sub 18 years old, and they're having orgasms, moaning, and their clothes exploding. And even at some points, the grown-ups was like, yeah, it was a lot of pedophilia. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have kept watching. But despite that, not despite that, but like if the anime didn't have that, I would have rated this anime a lot higher than I would, because it is all that is unnecessary for the plot. The plot is good. You're talking about something different. You're talking about food wars. They could have easily made this PG, but for some reason they wanted to add nudity, almost becoming like hentai. And I'm like, why is this necessary? It's not. It was kind of funny. No, actually, no. The first time it was weird, and there's not much humor in that for me. So yeah, man, this would have been such a great anime if it wasn't for that one aspect. But like I said, the plot is so good though, because Soma, he's working his way up to become #1 rank at this school, and he has a lot of competition, because he thought that since he worked in the kitchen most of his life, and he has that world-to-world, real-life experience, that he's just gonna crush everybody else. But you see, first person he runs into that he kind of matches up with is Aldini. Because the Aldini brothers, they worked in the kitchen for their whole life as well. They worked at an Italian bistro or something like that. But they were doing the same thing he was doing, helping out the family restaurant at a young age. So he has someone just like him. He has competition. But there's other chefs that he runs into who just like he matches up with, like Isshiki. Isshiki was like the first person he had not a real food wars with, but the first person he had a food wars with the night that he moved into the dorm. And Ishiki's a #7 ranked chef at that school, and so he was able to match up with him pretty much on his first time. But he quickly soon noticed that he had competition, that it wasn't just gonna be a cakewalk for him, that he actually had to work hard and perform and learn and grow. Yeah, so Soma, he's a really cool character. I like him as the main character. He's humble, but he knows his skills. And when you think he's not about to come through, like he makes a lot of mistakes, but one thing he said is like, I learned from my mistakes. He said something on the lines about,
Right, I was totally getting worried. I almost didn't make it out of there. I really messed that up, didn't I?
Oh.
But hey, I gained the kind of experience that comes from messing up.
but yeah, so he said something on the lines that like he learns from his mistakes, and that's something other chefs like Erina Nakiri, she's like a perfectionist. She says a chef should never fail, but Soma comes from, he grows from his failures, and that's like, yo, that's life lessons right there. You know, don't be afraid to make mistakes, just grow from the mistakes. That's why I like anime. Anime be teaching you life lessons. Except this anime can't teach kids that because they have unnecessary nudity. But anyways, yeah, so Soma is just a dope ass character. I love Soma. He's just a chill dude, and he stay humble. And also, you know, one of the first people he met was Megumi. And yo, Megumi had so much growth through this anime. I really enjoyed her. Like she saw a lot of screen time too. I think you could consider her a main character because she was there as soon as Soma arrived, and she was his partner throughout the anime. And then, you know, she actually took leadership later on when she was on the verge of flunking out. She was about to fail, but she had to take leadership in the kitchen and cook a meal up to standards. And then she showed out for the final selection with the meat skills and the cutting of the fish and all that stuff. Yo, she grew so much. I mean, I don't know why she's so clumsy though, because that's kind of unnecessary. But the growth that she showed, she started to gain confidence as she was going, despite everybody doubting her, everybody calling her a hillbilly and all those type of mean names and things like that. But, you know, she didn't take that to heart, and she just kept growing and becoming better and more confident in herself. Till eventually, you know, at the end, we see that she got selected to the final selection. So, shout out to Megumi, you a dope character as well. But yeah, like, oh god, I'm looking at the character list right now. It's just, there's so many characters to name. Like, let me see if I can do something quick. So, Mito, the meat girl, she, you know, she's supposed to be that American, symbolize American people, but she loves meat. She, you know, got a cowboy flair to her. She changed up because, you know, she was the first person that Soma beat in an official food war, and she got her ass whooped. And, you know, I don't know why anime always does this, but she ends up falling for Soma. Like, because she got beat. I don't know how you fall in love with someone who beat you. I don't know. That's unnecessary to me. But yeah, she ends up falling in love with Soma and helping him out in the end. So she's a cool character, I guess. She's just one that stood out to me because of, you know, she got that American look to her. She's American in a foreign country type of thing. But yeah, she's a cool character. Takumi Aldini, one of the Aldini brothers, he was the first person that I said earlier who actually matched up with Soma, who grew up cooking in the kitchen, family kitchen, and doing all those things. So Soma was like, that's my rival. That's my rival. Well, actually, it's the other way around. Aldini sees Soma as a rival. Soma just be chilling with everybody. He'd be like, okay. But Soma don't give no fucks, and I like Soma being that. But Aldini, he's a cool character though. He was doing some unnecessary shit because he like stepped on Soma's foot as soon as they met him. I'm like, bro, that's unnecessary. So like, if he didn't do that, I would have respected him a lot more because he came in as an antagonist. But he, you know, he's just really he turns out just to be a rival. Pretty cool dude. So that's that. Akira Hakima, he came in like later in the season, like with the curry dishes, and yo, I honestly want to learn more about him, but you know, he kind of like, you know, I really don't care about him so much because like Erina, he has like that special, oh, I have a special sense that I depend on so much. I'm like, Yeah, see, you too dependent on that, and you acting like it's a superpower. And I'm like, I lose interest. Just like Erina with her tongue. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, whatever, fine. But yeah, he's a pretty interesting character. He has some background. You know, he was picked up from poverty by June. I think that's her name is the professor who teaches about curry recipes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's June. But he gets rescued by June from poverty basically and goes with her. And then one of my favorite people is Ryu. It's just like he's a crazy dude because he'd be like, hey, what's up guys? And then he puts on a headband and becomes a totally different person. And so I find him a little interesting. I want to see him a little bit more. And you know, he got chosen for the final selection. He was one of the top scorers, scoring like a 93 by the judges. But yo, I want to say the judges hold Soma. Like they even said it themselves. If it was an actual food war, Soma would have actually won 3-2. But because Akira scored 1 point, he technically won their little battle against each other. But yeah, those are a couple of characters that really stood out to me though. There's like 15 other students, and then there's like the head people, and yeah, there's just too many damn characters in this anime. I will hopefully be watching the season. There's 5 seasons, so I will hopefully be watching the next couple seasons, and you know, doing a review about each season. Hopefully it doesn't fall off like some animes, because I said I was supposed to do the K anime season 2, but I was watching season 2 and it just got so weird, and like, yeah, I think they definitely changed directors for the K anime. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this anime as much as I did. But yeah, if you're watching season 2, be looking out for another video from me reviewing season 2. Hope you have a good one. Peace.